a 9-event program. Darren Gauci was again the star, riding a double, giving him a total of 9 winners in 7 days. Not a bad week's work. In the first, the favourite Misty Leap was disappointing. The race went to Brinkworth at 9-1. Better luck for punters in the second, with the favourite Cerilyn getting the money from Galway Gale. A good run by Ming Princess third. In the Campbell handicap, the first of Darren Gauci's 2 winners, with Mum's Pride having its 111th start, getting up at 5-1. The favourite Contemplation was disappointing. Another win for Gauci in the fourth, with the 6-1 chance Yippee-Yates getting the money. Imperial Regina was the other fancy in that race. A Bolter got up in the fifth, Redolin, which started at 25-1, just held off Reveller, with the Rato finishing third. Race 6 now the first leg of the double, and punters sent out Nifty Boy as the favourite.
Oh, Johnny just in front of Noble Cavalier and Venix. Daring Fleet going between them at the 200. Daring Fleet's going better than Oh, Johnny and Venix, and then Noble Cavalier. Teresa Payne looks confident with 100 to go, and Daring Fleet, the Tassie filly, drew a length and a half, now 2 lengths, and Daring Fleet wins well. In second placing Venix, third Oh, Johnny, then Noble Cavalier.
A beautiful ride by Teresa Payne, Daring Fleet winning at 10-1. Nifty Boy, the 11-4 favourite, finished 25 lengths from the winner. In race 7, a tight finish with another outsider, Lots of Rule, just scoring from Blaster. The trifecta in that race paid $6,000. Race 8, the second leg of the double, and the top weight Luther's Luck was the punter's choice.
The straight, Cloncurry under the whip with Luther's Luck, the challenger, out wide Coral Coast, behind them Collins' Choice. Cloncurry's been joined by Luther's Luck, Coral Coast down the outside, running on, here's a toff. Luther's Luck just in front of Cloncurry. Cloncurry's kicking back, Luther's Luck's ahead in front. The top he's doing just too well from Cloncurry. No, Cloncurry kicked and won. Cloncurry's one at a nose, Luther's Luck.
Cloncurry just getting the nod from Luther's Luck in a photo. Here's a toff, ran home for third. In the last, Kingston Lane was the comfortable winner at 8-1. Ben Forrest ran on well for second. The quadrella now for the numbers 9, 4, 9 and 8 paid $3,580.70. The daily double for the numbers 4 and 8 paid $61.55. The extra paid $123.10 for 5 and 9. At Rose Hill, the daily double paid $26.70 for 2 and 10. The extra for 9 and 7 paid $17.30. In Adelaide, the daily double paid $8.45 for the numbers 5 and 1. The extra double for 5 and 6 paid $20.30. Now to Brisbane, and for the numbers 12 and 1, you receive $38.20. And finally in Seymour, for the numbers 3 and 4, $16.15. Now finally, with the Tour de France, only 2 stages to finish, and Phil Anderson is still 5th, and I think Bernard Hinault has got it, although anything can happen.
Well, I saw today that Hinault had opened up his lead by about another 2 minutes over Le Mans, so he must be home and hose.
I think so.
For all the racing, and Darren Gauci continued his devastating form with another double at Caulfield today. But despite his good form, punters didn't do too well today, with only one favourite home in 9 races.
2 lengths further back on the field, Sharrow Bay. Misty Leap struggling and then pegged out, but Brinkworth is well clear with 100 to go, about 4 or 5 lengths in front of Blue Otway and Sharrow Bay.
Brinkworth at $5.25 and $1.30. Blue Otway $1.60. Sharon Bay at $2.15. Unplaced favourite Misty Leap at 9-4.
Pug nose, but Serlin's a length and a half to 2 in front, and she's going to win easily, this filly, by 2 lengths on the line from Galway Gale. Ming Princess third, about 2 lengths to Pug.
Serlin was the 7-4 favourite, $1.45 and 65. Galway Gale 90 cents. Ming Princess $2.20.
The centre, and then Fast and Furious. Contemplation can't win. Mum's Pride's about a length in front of Fast and Furious and Longwood Lad. Mum's Pride kept going, and the old fellow's going to win by 3/4. Second, Fast and Furious, maybe Longwood Lad third, just in front.
Mum's Pride $3.35 and 80. Fast and Furious 80 cents. Longwood Lad 75 cents. Contemplation the unplaced favourite at 9-4.
For Melange, about 3 lengths, Imperial Regina and Lost Art, but it's Gauci again. Yippee-Yates has drawn a length and a half in front of Melange, and then Lost Art and Imperial Regina, but Gauci wins by 2.5 lengths on Yippee-Yates. Second would have been Melange, probably Imperial Regina third, just...
Yippee-Yates at $1.75 and 75. Allonge at $2.45, and the 2-1 favourite Imperial Regina was third at 65 cents.
Front with 100 to go, about a half to Rivala, 2 lengths away Thunder of Lemnos. Redolin kept clears about a length in front. In second placing Rivala, they're in the centre of the track, but Redolin will win about 3/4 Rivala, 2 lengths to Arato, then Thunder.
Redland at $20.50, $4.05 the place. Ravala at 4-to-1 favourite, $1.10. Arato 80 cents.
And then Noble Cavalier. Teresa Payne looks confident with 100 to go, and Daring Fleet, the Tassie filly, drew a length and a half, now 2 lengths, and Daring Fleet wins well. In second placing, Venex, third, Oh Johnny, then Noble Cavalier.
Daring Fleet $6.40 and $1.80. Venex $1.85. Oh Johnny $1.10. Unplaced favourite Nifty Boy at 11 to 4.
At the 200, Blaster led a half length. Lots of rule racing. Greenlee, Aljana's coming with a good run from Bourndale. It's just in front. Blaster drawing level. Lots of rule. It's going home too well and will get up. Ren Greenlee but one. Lots of rule about ahead. In second placing would have been Blaster. Third, Aljana.
Lots of rule at $14.05 and $3.45. Blaster $5.45 and Aljana $1. The unplaced favourite was Lord Barden at 4-to-1.
Off. Luther's Luck just in front of Cloncurry. Cloncurry's kicking back. Luther's Luck's ahead in front. The top he's doing just too well from Cloncurry. No, Cloncurry kicked and won. Cloncurry's one of the nose, Luther's Luck. 2 lengths, here's a top, and Coral...
Cloncurry, $4.25 and $1.20. Luther's Luck, the 2-to-1 favourite at 75 cents. Here's a top, $2.
Kingston Lane broke a length and a half to Gloaming Cowroo. Ben Farris is finishing strongly out wide. Kingston Lane's a length and a half to Ben Farris. Gloaming Cowroo and Galaxy Run. And Kingston Lane draws right away in the last little bit to win 3 lengths, Ben Farris. Galaxy Run would have been third from...
Kingston Lane, $3.45 and $1.20. Ben Farris, $1.35. And the equal favourite at 4-to-1, Galaxy Run, 90 cents. The unplaced equal favourite was Gloaming Cowroo. Now let's have a look at the quadrella. And the quadrilla 9498, $3,580.70. The daily double 4 and 8, $61.55. The extra double 5 and 9, $123.10. Sydney Rose Hill, the double 2 and 10, $26.70. Extra double 9 and 7, $17.30. Adelaide at Victoria Park, the daily double 5 and 1, $8.45. Extra double 5 and 6, $20.30. The Seymour Quadrella 3243, $1,103.25. Seymour daily double 3 and 4, $16.15. The extra double 2 and 3, $30.20. And the Queensland daily double 12 and 1 paid $38.20. Now to football, and Essendon showed why its odds.
With your host, Peter Donegan.
And a very good morning, everyone. Welcome along to World of Sport Replay, and thanks to Sandy Roberts. I've just got the moustache in place just before the show started. And, of course, thanks to Kevin Bartlett, who, of course, doing his Errol Flynn impressions this morning, did a marvellous job. And welcome along to the show this morning. We have a big day in front of us. We'll be taking a look at yesterday's card at Caulfield. Also greyhound racing and harness racing action from this week here on World of Sport Replay for the next hour. Hope you can stay with us. And hopefully we might be able to find a few winners for the week to come. Let's go back to last night and see how the Tats Lotto numbers fell here on 7. Draw number 417. And $1.739 million in the prize pool, with the numbers falling in this order: 5, 11, 20, 30, 41 and 42, with the supplementary numbers 21 and 35. In Super 66 last night, as drawn by Ding Dong at 8:30, the numbers were 3, 3, 3, 2, 8 and 5. So Tats Lotto and Super 66 from last night here on 7. Hope those numbers were lucky for you. We'll take a break and be back to take a look at yesterday's program of racing at Caulfield in just a moment. At Caulfield for the 9-race program, an early start to proceedings there, and it was the Leamington Hurdle which opened up the card. The favourite was Misty Leap at 9 to 4. Let's pick up all the action with your commentator, the accurate one, Bill Collins.
Racing at the first attempt, jumped away pretty well. Long Line took a little while to get going. Dawn Brigade showing prominently as they go towards the first obstacle from Blue Otway and Big Julie. Here they draw to it now, and Dawn Brigade led over it from Big Julie and Misty Leap. Reviewer jumped very high at that. Getting up on the inside, Sharrow Bay to join the leading division, and they were followed further back then by Ferrari as they go to the second jump. Behind them is Pegged Out. Blue Otway is trapped out very deep from Brinkworth, and Long Line's about 3 lengths last. On the turn into the straight the first time, and the outside, Dawn Brigade, the leader, a half length to Sharrow Bay. A length and a half further back, Big Julie inclined to pull. Reviewer trapped deep, and they were followed back along the inside of those horses by Ferrari as they entered the straight for the two here. Then came Reviewer over on the outside of the next bunch from Misty Leap in the centre, and Blue Otway drawing to this one from Pegged Out. Then came Brinkworth and last Long Line, who made a mess of it. Coming down towards the hurdle in front of the judge, and the Grey Dawn Brigade out a couple of lengths in front here. Bowls along to this obstacle in front of Sharrow Bay, and about 3 lengths to Big Julie. Reviewer's been trapped 4 deep all the way. Misty Leap got a lovely run up in the centre there to be about 3rd or 4th. They were followed then by Ferrari, and Blue Otway is behind it. 2 lengths to Pegged Out, and then Brinkworth, and about 3 lengths to Long Line. Out of the straight now, 2,000 to go, and Dawn Brigade travelling well in front, about 1.5 lengths clear of Sharrow Bay. Here they come to the next jump now, and Dawn Brigade, the leader, ran out at it and didn't jump it well, and getting right up on the inside, Misty Leap has gone up to join the leaders, but is under restraint again, and Sharrow Bay and Dawn Brigade took over again, about 1.5 lengths, Misty Leap going very well at the 1,600. 1.5 Reviewer, who's got on the track a little bit now as they go to the next jump, and Big Julie is on the inside of it. Dawn Brigade tried to run off again. 2 lengths further back then, Brinkworth starting to make a little bit of ground from Ferrari, and then Pegged Out, Blue Otway second last, and Long Line travelling very poorly at the rear. Over the next jump now, and Misty Leap went up on the inside to join Sharrow Bay, and they're about 2.5 lengths Reviewer third. It's going forward from Big Julie, Brinkworth, then Dawn Brigade dropping right out of it, and Pegged Out's putting in a bit of a run on the outside from Ferrari, and now Blue Otway getting warmed up, and hopeless is Long Line. They've got 1,100 to go, and on the outside, Sharrow Bay about a neck in front from Misty Leap the rails. 1.5 lengths Reviewer being booted along from Pegged Out. Then Brinkworth, Big Julie struggling, and Blue Otway to the outside. They're the only chances. They come down to the third last at the 800, and the leader still Sharrow Bay the outside, about a neck in front of Misty Leap as they draw to it. There's one gone down there. It's Reviewer, I think, has gone. Yes, Reviewer fell, and approaching the second last now. And Pegged Out's making a run to join Misty Leap and Sharrow Bay the outside. Wonder Brinkworth and Blue Otway's come right into it and a long gap to Big Julie. On the corner, Misty Leap on the rails has had the run of the race, but it is struggling. And as they make the home turn, Brinkworth with a fast runner's dash to the lead. From Sharrow Bay, Misty Leap's gone, and then Pegged Out and Blue Otway. But into the straight with Wonder Jump, and Brinkworth raced away with an enormous lead. He's about 4 or 5 lengths in front of Sharrow Bay. Blue Otway running on well from Misty Leap and Pegged Out. But over the last, and the leader Brinkworth well clear, about 4 lengths to Blue Otway now getting into second placing. And they were followed by Sharrow Bay and Pegged Out. But Brinkworth's going to have no trouble in scoring by about 4 or 5 lengths. Blue Otway runs second, third placing to Sharrow Bay. Then Pegged Out followed by Misty Leap. A long gap further back in the field, Long Line, and they're followed by Ferrari. Big Julie being eased up next, and Dawn Brigade a long last, and Reviewer was the one to fall at the about the third last obstacle.
And a good result for the bookmakers to start off the program at the Heath yesterday. Brinkworth at 9-1, Blue Otway 9, Sharrow Bay at 20-1, and the unplaced favourite Misty Leap running 5th at 9-4. In the second event, the first division of the Turf Club handicap over 1,200 metres, the favourite here, Sir Lin, at 7-4.
Racing. Thought them pretty well. Sir Lin began well with Against the Grain and Commandment showing speed. Galway Gale is back behind them, and then Frisella. Ming Princess driving through and going through on the inside up towards them, Our Passing Fancy. Settling down at the 1,000 at Our Passing Fancy led a half length to Sir Lin, and Pugnose on the rails. Commandment trapped very deep from Ming Princess. They were followed then by Coucher dropping back very quickly there, and they were followed then by Madam Slipper going up along the inside rail. Back behind them is Red Baroness and also Jewel Splendour, who's well back in the field. And back towards the rear of the field now is Coucher as they come to the turn with True Balm. Pugnose had got through to take the lead at the 600 from Our Passing Fancy, and Sir Lin moving up on the outside of them. Against the Grain's gone up 4th. Then Ming Princess followed by Galway Gale at the head of the others. On the corner, Pugnose the leader, Sir Lin on the outside coming out after it as they straighten for the run home. It's Pugnose under the whip, joined by Sir Lin. Against the Grain going for a rails run, and then Ming Princess and Galway Gale. But Sir Lin went to the lead with 200 to go. Looked to be travelling well. Galway Gale's coming home fairly well with Ming Princess, but Sir Lin well clear. Galway Gale trying hard, but Sir Lin scores comfortably by about 2 lengths to Galway Gale. Third is Ming Princess, then Pugnose from Against the Grain. On the outside, Our Passing Fancy, a good gap to Madam Slipper Commandment, and they're followed by Frisella, Red Baroness. Jewel Splendour back behind them with Coucher, and True Balm was last to finish.
And Serlin starting at 7-4 in favourite actually, and congratulations to part owners Brian Martin and Bert Newton. Galway Gale second at 4-1 and third Ming Princess at 16-1. The third was the Campbell handicap over 1200 metres, and the favourite here was Contemplation at 9-4.
Little movement near the inside, away they go. Solo Affair might have missed it half a length. Contemplation away fairly well. Mum's Pride, Longwood Lad and Reptus got away quickly. And when they settle down into stride, Longwood Lad ridden for dear life, just the leader from Reptus, a length and a half to Mum's Pride, up third today. Then Fast and Furious, followed by Solo Affair. Back behind those horses, a length and a half away, Contemplation, who's got a long way back in the field. Then Shell Star and Brazen Slipper is tailed off. Heading down towards the 600, and Longwood Lad about 3 parts to Reptus, half a length to Mum's Pride in the box seat and going well, 3 parts Solo Affair. Fast and Furious to the outside, Contemplation badly needing a run behind them from Shell Star and Forget Brazen Slipper. 500 out on the corner, Longwood Lad about a length and a quarter clear now. From Reptus, Mum's Pride pull to the outside from Fast and Furious, and 2 lengths then to Solo Affair and Contemplation hard ridden. Into the straight, Longwood Lad the leader. Mum's Pride coming at it on the outside from Fast and Furious, Reptus and then Contemplation. With 200 to go, Mum's Pride on the outside has raced up to Longwood Lad. Fast and Furious coming at them from Reptus, Contemplation struggling. With 150 to go, Mum's Pride has gone to the lead on the outside from Longwood Lad and Fast and Furious. And Mum's Pride, although drifting off the track, is going on to score well by about 3 parts, half a length perhaps to Fast and Furious. Close for third, Longwood Lad or Reptus. Contemplation was running on again at the finish, half a length away next. Then Shell Star, Solo Affair dropped right out of it, and Brazen Slipper was last home.
Mum's Pride at 5-1, Fast and Furious running on well 11-2, Longwood Lad at 3s, and the favourite never really looked like winning, Contemplation unplaced at 9-4. The second event of the Turf Club Handicap Second Division, race 4 over 1200 metres, and Imperial Regina was the popular pick at 2-1.
Lights on, racing at the first attempt, and Yippee-I-8s began quite well with Come Tell and Imperial Regina just behind them. Allonge moving through on the inside from Accentuate, and Svelte Princess going up towards the leaders when they settle down, Sacrum back near the rear. Allonge had gone up on the inside to take a narrow lead from Come Tell, and Svelte Princess on the rails third. Then a length to Lost Art, Yippee-I-8s, a length to Imperial Regina on the outside from Sandown Miss, and then Carrada, followed by Accentuate, Sacrum. Then Miss Modcod and Pearl Relic is last. 600 out, and the leader Allonge about a half length to Come Tell, and Svelte Princess niggled out on the rails, followed then by Lost Art. Yippee-I-8s pull to the outside. Imperial Regina is trailing it from Sandown Miss, and then 2 lengths to Carrada, followed by Sacrum. On the corner now with 450 to go, and Allonge the leader. Yippee-I-8s tackling it quickly on the outside. They were followed then by Lost Art under the whip, Come Tell, and Imperial Regina out very wide, made the turn badly. Into the straight, and Allonge is holding a length's lead over Yippee-I-8s, and they're well clear of Lost Art, and then Come Tell, Imperial Regina. Yippee-I-8s goes up to Allonge, 200 to go, puts its head in front now, and a gap further back, Lost Art and Imperial Regina, but Yippee-I-8s is running on very strongly, and it's going to win it easily. Yippee-I-8s goes on to score by about 2.5 lengths. Second placing to Allonge, very close for third, nearly a dead heat, this Imperial Regina. And also there in the picture was Lost Art from Come Tell, and then Sacrum. And they were followed about 8 or 10 lengths away by Svelte Princess and Carrada. And the others trailing in. Sandown Miss dropped right out of it.
A big win by Yippee-I-8s at 6-1, second Allonge at 12-1, and third Imperial Regina, the favourite, at 2-1. In the fifth event, the Glen Waverley handicap over 2,000 metres, the popular pick here, Reveller, at 4-1.
Away they go, and over near the inside, Cynical began well, so did Dithyrus and also Tagari. Wider out, Sincerely Yours, and Dios going quickly looking for the lead from Reveller. And they were followed then by Mevron Boy moving around the outside. Errata's dropping back towards the rear of the field with Misty Bray and Thunder of Lemnos. Past the 1,800 metre mark they race, and Dios the leader with Mevron Boy moving up on his outside, and a length to Cynical. One away then Dithyrus, and they were followed a length to Sincerely Yours being booted along. Behind those horses then over on the inside next is Tagari. They were followed about a length further back by Revealer in that pack of horses. Misty Bray moving up on the outside of Brigand Rose at this stage. Redolind is just in front of them, and Thunder of Lemnos second last, Narrato at the rear. Going up the hill with 1,200 metres to go now, and Mevron Boy booted along has gone to the lead, a length and a half to Dios. One to Cynical, a length and a half further back is Dithyrus on the inside of a wall of horses making runs around the outside. Sincerely Yours is amongst them, and also Redland going up towards the leaders, and Misty Bray. They were followed a couple of lengths further back now to Brigand Rose, making a run as they close on the leaders rapidly. Then Thunder of Lemnos further back in the field, and Arato is still a couple of lengths last at this stage. They're well bunched up going to the 800. Cynical took a narrow lead from Mevron Boy. Dios getting a run on the inside, but hard ridden, and Brigand Rose and Misty Bray around the outside with Redalind. They were followed then by Thunder of Lemnos, and here's Arato pulled out from last. He's flying round the outside, followed further back to Gary. 450 out on the corner. Cynical is the leader with Redland and Misty Bray, but Arato's gone up fourth to be right behind them. Then Revaler, who's being hard ridden, and Thunder of Lemnos to the outside. Around the corner, there are a lot of chances here. They've swung right out off the track, and as they straighten for home, Redland was the leader. From Revaler, who's got the run through, Misty Bray. Arato struggling now, and Thunder of Lemnos coming home pretty well. It's Redland still in front from Revaler with 100 metres to go. They seem to have it between them. Redland just in front. Revaler trying to peg him back on the inside. They go down towards the line, however, and Redland has won it about a half length. Revaler, 2 lengths to Arato, third from Thunder of Lemnos. 3 lengths to Dithyrus, followed by Misty Bray. Then Cynical, Sincerely Yours, Mevron Boy, Dios. Then Tagari and Brigand Rose has run last.
Neil Perryman combining with Redalind at 25 to 1 and paying big odds on the tape 40 to 1. Second was Reveller at 4 to 1 and favourite. Third Arato 9 to 2 in race 5. First leg of the double, the 6th event, the Lilymer handicap over about 2,000 metres, and the favourite was Nifty Boy at 11 to 4.
Racing now, and they've jumped away in a pretty good line too. Venex, one of the early leaders. Getting away well as Nifty Boy and Straight and Bold, and Something Better going round the outside with Valiant Tradition and Pinion Pride charging up towards the lead. It's a great battle when they settle down. They were followed by Noble Cavalier over on the rails back in the middle of the field, and Mayura racing past it on the outside with O Johnny, and then came Q D'Argent, and they've got away about 4 lengths to Daring Fleet, another 3 or 4 lengths to Pinion, followed by Twilight Show. Well back is Geyserland towards the rear as they raced up the hill, and Sungust is last. Heading to the 1400, Pinion Pride took over 2 lengths to Valiant Tradition, a length to Something Better, 1 to Venex. Then Nifty Boy tucked away on the rails from Mayura, making some ground. And then Straight and Bold pushed 3 deep, a length and a half O Johnny, Noble Cavalier on the fence. 2 lengths to Q D'Argent, and then Daring Fleet. Round the outside goes Pinion, followed by Twilight Show and Geyserland and Sungust last. At the 1,000, and Pinion Pride a length in front of Something Better. Venex third. Valiant Tradition on the rails next from Straight and Bold, and then Mayura. Noble Cavalier trying to get off the fence and has, and Nifty Boys getting shuffled back along the inside as they make runs around them. Oh Johnny and Pinion are going very quickly at this stage, and then Q D'Argent. Nifty Boys gone out to second last. At the 800 metres, Pinion Pride in front, Venex tackling it from Something Better. Noble Cavalier's got off the fence and gone up fourth from O Johnny. Then came Mayura the rails, Pinion Pride, and I think Nifty Boy might have broken down. He's dropped right out. As they came to the turn, 500 to go now, and Noble Cavalier pushing between the leaders. Venex and O Johnny has gone up to join them. 3 lengths to Daring Fleet, running on pretty well next, and they've got right away from the rest. Into the straight, the whips are out. Venex, Noble Cavalier and O Johnny the outside, with Daring Fleet starting to come home very well. O Johnny took a narrow lead. Daring Fleet goes for the run in the centre. It's Daring Fleet racing up to the leaders with 100 to go and dashes to the lead now. And Daring Fleet starting to come away as they get down to the 100-metre mark, and it's going to win easily. Daring Fleet first. Venex battled on for second. O Johnny third, just in front of Noble Cavalier. 15 lengths away, Geyserland next. And then Q D'Argent, Mayura, followed by Twilight Show, Pinion. 4 or 5 lengths, Something Better. About 8 or 10 lengths further back is Nifty Boy with the Straight and Bold and Valiant Tradition and Sungust.
Little Therese Payne aboard the winner. Daring Fleet at 10 to 1. Venex also at 10s, and so was O Johnny, 10 to 1. Nifty Boy finishing a long way down the track, unplaced at 11 to 4. In the 7th, the Newminster handicap over 1,600 metres. The favourite here, Lord Barden, at 4 to 1.
Stand and away they go. Boris Mate threw its head in the air, lost a length at the start, and Hats win one of the first out with El Jana. Bourndale away well. So also we're going around the outside towards the lead when they settle down. Devon Flyers, a great battle. They're chopping and changing. With Discretion's going to head them all off now, and settles down in front of Hats Win and Devon Flyer, followed then by Turner's Pride. Parslip is in on the rails. El Jana caught 3 deep. 1 to Bourndale, a length and a half to Lots of Rule, a length then to Boris Mate, and then followed by Blaster and Lord Barden is last. At the 1100, and the leader with discretion under restraint, a length Devon Flyer, a half Hat's Win and a half Turner's Pride. Wonder Eljana pulling, followed by Bourndale, and lots of rule around the outside. Wonder Parslip, who's got pushed back as they go down the side. Boris Mate making ground, and they were followed then by Blaster, and a length away is Lord Barton. 800 metres to go, a tightly bunched field with discretion, just the leader from Devon Flyer. Turner's Pride moving up 3 deep. Boris Mate has gone up next 4 wide, and then Hat's Win, and here comes Blaster around the outside 5 deep. Lord Barton coming 6 wide around them as they pack right up on the turn into the straight from Lots of Rule and Eljana. On the corner now, Parslip dropped out to last. They've got 450 to go. Boris Mate took the lead. Blaster comes at it on the outside. With discretion is battling along on the inside from Devon Flyer, and then Lord Barton and Lots of Rule as they enter the straight, followed by Bourndale. They turn for home, and Blaster's taken the lead out wide, just in front of Boris Mate, fighting back strongly from With Discretion. Bourndale going for the run in the centre, out after them from Lots of Rule. Boris Mate again took the lead with Blaster. Lots of Rule on the outside, wearing them down. Eljana trying to get a run from Bourndale. Blaster the leader, now Lots of Rule coming at it on the outside. Blaster and Lots of Rule go to the line, absolutely locked together, and Lots of Rule won it. A half head to Blaster, third Eljana, followed by Bourndale. Then behind them is Boris Mate from Hat's Win, Parslip. Then Lord Barton With Discretion. Devon Flyer, one of the last home in the race with Turner's Pride.
Another good result for the bookmakers. Lots of Rule at 20 to 1, Blaster 50 to 1, and Eljana at 9 to 1. Lord Barton, the favourite, unplaced at 4 to 1. So it wasn't the best of days for the punters. And the woes continued in race 8, the Star Affair Welter, where the favourite was Luther's Luck at 2 to 1.
Racing now, caught them pretty well. Over on the inside, the Caliph got away quite well with Gold Stage Cloncurry from Figaro, who began nicely. Ikea. Then Kinzan, Collins' Choice going around the outside. Luther's Luck back in the centre of the field with Pierre's Luck. Then Coral Coast, and Here's a Toff last. At the 1400, Figaro took over to lead a length and a half at this stage to Collins' Choice and Cloncurry, and one to Amala. Pierre's Luck on the outside of them from Caliph, and then about a length further back is Gold Stage. Luther's Luck on its outside, and Kinzan is driving through to those horses. 2 lengths to Coral Coast, Ikea second last, and Here's a Toff last. At the 1000, Figaro by a length to Collins' Choice in second placing. Cloncurry third, Pierre's Luck making ground deep on the track from Amala. On the inside of them, Caliph. Coral Coast now making a run with Luther's Luck 4 and 5 deep. They're going early, and they were followed further back in the field then by Here's a Toff and Ikea last in a packing field. 600 metres to go, and Figaro joined by Collins' Choice. Also on the outside by Luther's Luck, who's gone up to hit the front with Coral Coast about 6 deep. Ikea making some ground from Here's a Toff and then Gold Stage. On the corner, 450 to go, and Luther's Luck, Cloncurry, Figaro battling on, and Collins' Choice and Coral's Coast 6 wide, and they're about 2 or 3 lengths in front of Here's a Toff running on from Ikea. Cloncurry got the run to hit the front from Luther's Luck out wide and Coral Coast. Cloncurry the leader, Luther's Luck pegging it back now from Coral Coast. Luther's Luck's hit the front. Coral Coast coming at it on the outside. Luther's Luck just in front of Cloncurry fighting on. It's Luther's Luck just in front, ahead to Cloncurry coming at it. Luther's Luck a nose in front. Cloncurry lunges, and Cloncurry I think's won at a nostril to Luther's Luck. Here's a Toff probably third from Coral Coast. And they were followed then by Pierre's Luck, and back behind those horses, Figaro. Well back in the field then, Collins' Choice and Caliph. Ikea finished right out of it. And back behind them was Amala and last.
Yes, as called by the accurate one, Bill Collins, Cloncurry at 10 to 1 by a half head over Luther's Luck, who was pretty wide on the turn. The 2 to 1 favourite. Here's a Toff third at 12 to 1. In the final event on the program, race 9, the Biscay handicap. Here we had 2 equal favourites at 4 to 1, Galaxy Run and Gloaming Kairu.
Racing. They jumped away fairly well too. On the inside, Jukebox Hero has begun quite well. Out wide, Truman has bounced